Hi, everyone. This is Lesley Suzette, Inspiringly Natural, here with some great content. Oh, wow. Today, we're talking fragrances that are slept on. And guess what brand? We're talking about the house of Tom Ford. Yes, Tom 40 Ford, as Big Beard Triple B says. And we're going to talk about that today. Those fragrances that I think are slept on and that I really, really like and enjoy. So I'll see you when we get back. Hi, welcome back. This is Lesley Suzette. All things beauty, all things fragrance, all things self care. I have one goal in mind, everyone, and that is to inspire as many of you as I can to be your most best and most beautiful selves, both inside and out. Well, you all, today we're talking about slept on fragrances by Tom Ford. Yes, in my opinion, in my humble and honest opinion, I believe that these fragrances get slept on, meaning I don't think they get much love. I'm just going to say it like that. I don't think they get much love, but they get love over here at my house and they get worn, and I think they are absolutely beautiful. So I've got five today. There could have been more, but most of them get a lot of love. Okay. You're talking about the rose pricks, the Eau de Soleil Blanc. I mean, the oud wood, the black orchid. I mean, the list goes on and on. Now, that one, some people either love it or hate it, but those are the ones that are in mainstream and they get a lot of love. But I don't really see a whole lot of people coming back to these particular fragrances that I'm going to talk about. Now, one of them, maybe, but as far as us ladies wearing them. Now, guys, the one that I'll share last, you may really, really love. But I want the ladies to give this one some respect. Yes, we'll talk about that later. Let me go ahead and get started. I've got five. So I'm going to start with this first one. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's a floral, musky scent with a little citrus and, of course, a whole lot of rose. And this one by Tom Ford is Rose d'Amalfi. Rose d'Amalfi. You all, this one is such a beautiful, lovely fragrance. It's coming off with that beautiful rose, you all. It's coming off with that heliotrope, that almond. Oh my gosh, y'all. It's got Italian mandarin orange. It's got, of course, the rose and Italian bergamot and pink pepper. And you all, when I say this is so lovely. Now, what was said about this one is that it didn't last long. Well, honey, we can fix that with a little layering, but on my skin, I'm getting a good 5 to 6 hours. Now, for many of us, we want that, beast mode 8 to 12. And this one, I mean, you may get it on your skin, but on me, I'm getting 5, 6, maybe even 7. And to me, that's a full work day. Okay. So I'm really loving this one. It's that powdery, just a little, because I'm not a big powdery fan, but it does give off a little bit of a powdery thing going on at the end. But it's floral, it's sweet, it's fresh, and in a way, it's kind of creamy because of that almond. You all, this one I feel gets slept on. It doesn't get enough love. And I just wanted to give it some love today. That's Tom Ford's Rose d'Amalfi. Now, this next one, I just feel it needs more love. Okay. I feel that it gets slept on, and it could be because of the first fragrance that came out by Tom Ford that bears the same first name. And this one is none other than Soleil Neige by Tom Ford. Now, of course, Soleil Blanc, Eau de Soleil Blanc, I mean, you can't go wrong. It's a beautiful summertime fragrance. It's just that girl or that guy. I mean, what can you say about that one? To me, it's a classic. It's always going to be in my top 10 most favorite summer fragrances. But I'm going to tell you, this is also in my top 10 most favorite summertime fragrances because it is absolutely gorgeous. You all, in this one, this is a travel size, and I love this. Look. Yeah, don't you love those magnetic tops? I just had to do that. You all, this one, when you go to Tom Ford's site, and you all know that now it's been taken over, that brand has been taken over or under Estee Lauder and Company or Estee Lauder. But you know, Tom Ford still the man, still the man. And you all, this one, Soleil Neige Eau de Parfum, it's called a warm white floral musk that evokes the glow of sun and snow. And you know what? That is just the best way to describe this fragrance because it gives you that kind of cold, yet that, that sun warmth. It's just a very, to me, unique Tom Ford fragrance. Now, I'm going to spray this one. This one has top notes of bergamot and carrot seed. You all, that is a beautiful top blend, okay? A beautiful top blend. It has mid notes of jasminum grandiflorum, okay? It has Turkish rose, orange blossom, and karma floor. Now, that karma floor, when I looked it up, it said this. It said it's a flowery fragrance ingredient by Givaudan. Now, that is a fragrance perfumer. So he created his own note. And it's according to Givaudan from 2011. It can be found in the flowers of the Indian Ashaka tree, and that is just a beautiful heart note coming in the mid with that orange blossom, Turkish rose, and jasminum grandiflorum. Then in the base, you're coming in with that musk, that benzoin, that labdanum, as well as vanilla. Now, where would I wear this? I seriously, you all, wear this one spring, summer, fall, and yes, winter. It's giving all season vibes for me. Now, most ideal, of course, spring and summer. But because of the coldness of this fragrance, I know that's hard to see, but it gives that warmth, but it gives that frigid. And I love it because it's that icy kind of, I mean, it's just beautiful. And I think it smells so good in the fall and winter. I get many compliments with this fragrance in the fall and winter. And I'm telling you, this is just a winner that needs more love. That's Soleil Neige by Tom Ford. You all, now this next fragrance, it was released in 2009. Okay. Now, if any of you don't know, you may need to go back and watch some of my videos. I'm going to say all of my Tom Ford fragrances from the cosmetic company store. Okay. So when I went in one day, shout out to the ladies in St. Augustine, Florida, as well as Bluffton, South Carolina. Thank you, ladies. Miss Wanda in Bluffton is always amazing. Her team, I love you all so much. And the ladies out there in St. Augustine, Florida, always so beautiful, always so helpful. And I think I went to the one in Bluffton. And this is where I saw this particular fragrance. And let me go ahead and tell you what the fragrance is by Tom Ford. And it's such a beautiful bottle. White suede. White suede. Okay, look at that bottle, first of all. clear but white top, gold. It's just a beautiful bottle, but even more so a beautiful fragrance. Let me tell you about this one. Went to the cosmetic company store in Bluffton, saw it. It had been sitting up there. I mean, and I had been visiting that store a couple of times during the year, maybe even two. And I never asked to smell it, but this particular day I said, "Can I smell that white suede?" Because when I heard the word suede, ladies and gents, I was like, no way, no way, no how. I'm not a fan of suede. I'm not a fan of leather. Just forget it. But on this day, when I took a sniff of this elegant perfume, I was blown away. You all, this has notes of musk, suede, lily of the valley, saffron, sandalwood, amber, frankincense, rose. There's a tea note in here, and thyme. There's a thyme note. You all, this is what you would say suede or leathery, but creamy and floral and so doggone fresh. You all, this one is just, I could not believe that something with suede in it or leather could be so fresh and floral and creamy. And I know the creaminess is coming probably from the suede and the musk, the sandalwood, the amber. But when you bring that hint of rose and saffron and lily of the valley in, and then you get that note of tea and thyme, this is just a I don't know if anyone does it. I mean, there are some houses, they do great. But Tom Ford, he just had a way, he just of blending these notes together to where this is this could be called sexy, but to me, this is so, even with the suede, so ladylike. Now, of course, it's unisex. And guys, you all, you could rock this, and you probably do. But to me, it's so feminine leaning. And correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, to me, it's so beautiful. And it's just, I mean, you could wear this to a wedding. It's just that gorgeous. You could wear this on date night, to a gala. You could dress this up, but you could also dress this down. You could go on date night with your jeans and your white shirt and your hat if it's a little cold. And this one to me can go spring, could go fall, could even go winter, and you would have this beautiful freshness even in the winter. It's just dynamic. That's what I'm going to call it. And it deserves some love today. And again, that's Tom Ford's White Suede. Now, this next Tom Ford fragrance was my first Tom Ford fragrance purchase. Now, many of you might think, why in the world was this your Tom Ford first? Shouldn't it have been um, the cherry fragrance? Shouldn't it have been Rose Prick? Shouldn't it have been Eau de Soleil Blanc? No, this one was my first, okay? And that is none other than Tom Ford's Santal Blush. Santal Blush. You all. This is a very special fragrance for me that I rarely hear anyone talk about. Okay. This one is so special to me. Released in 2011. This one has notes, and I'm going to spray it because I just love it. It has notes of, oh, I could smell it before I sprayed it. It has notes of sandalwood, cinnamon, spices, ylang-ylang. And when you go to the website, it says this is a sensual scent celebrating sandalwood. That is the perfect way to describe this fragrance. You all, it says it's a textured fusion celebrating sandalwood. Santal Blush presents exotic spices enhanced with luxe ylang ylang, warm cinnamon, and sumptuous woods. seducing with modern second skin warmth. What a way to describe it. It's described perfectly. You all, this one is a perfectly unisex fragrance. Perfectly unisex fragrance. I wear this, I rock this in the fall and winter because it is perfect for an evening out on the town when you want to be the sexiest smelling man or the sexiest smelling woman in the place. You wear some Santal blush, and I guarantee you, oh my gosh, I know, let me put it this way. When I walk into a room in the evening, when I'm going out, with this on, I am the sexiest smelling woman in the place. It is absolutely sensual, warm, cozy, sexy, and just it speaks volumes. And that's why I don't wear it a lot. Okay? Because this is, first of all, so special to me. Secondly, when I wear it, I'm going to wear it well. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to wear it well. You all don't sleep anymore. This one is it. Santal Blush by Tom Ford. You all, my last fragrance is one that's on my husband's shelf. And when I got my nose on this one, and I rarely do this, I mean, other than Creed Aventus Cologne, this one is one that I definitely wear in the winter. Okay. Now, I could probably get away with this one definitely in the fall and winter. I don't think, though, I would wear this one in the spring and definitely not the summer because it's way too gourmand, in my opinion, way too sweet. But the winter and the fall, this is perfection. Now, the Tom Ford website says this about this particular parfum. It says that it's a seductive amber woody scent featuring sandalwood and cardamom. And that's probably why I love this because if you don't know, go back and watch my videos. I love the note of cardamom. I love sandalwood. I love ylang ylang. This one has notes of spicy cardamom, spiked with a warmth of ginger, rich sensuality of tonka bean and gaiac wood. And it has some other notes in it that just, I mean, it's just amazing. And I wear it. I'm sorry to my husband, but I really like this one. And it is none other than Tom Ford's Noir Extreme Parfum. Noir Extreme Parfum, released in 2022. Ladies, I'm telling you, I rock this in the winter. I rock this in the winter. It is so gourmand, so beautiful. That cardamom and that ginger at the top. And then in the mid, you get that amber, that gaiac wood, and that cedar. And then it dries down to a beautiful tonka bean absolute and sandalwood. You all, this is so beautiful, so gourmand, so woody, so sweet, yet spicy and oriental in nature. It is just so nice. And I enjoy wearing this Tom Ford fragrance in the winter. Now, does it get a lot of love? It may, but I don't know how much love it gets from the ladies. Ladies, I rock this and I rock it proudly. It is sexy, it is sweet, it's gourmand, it gives you a little spice at night, and chef's kiss. You all, that is Tom Ford Noir Extreme Parfum. Hey, thank you so much for watching this channel. I really appreciate each and every one of you for just, hanging out and being a part of this content. I hope that you got value. You all know I can't leave without some words of inspiration. Hey, you burned out? You sitting there tired, sitting there discouraged, sitting there just ready to give up and throw in the towel? I need you to remember your why. You're burned out, you're tired because you may have forgotten your why. Your why is your purpose. Your why is the reason you get up every single morning to fulfill your dream, your destiny, and the plan that God has for you. You can't be weary in well doing, because if you do, the scripture says you're going to faint. If you got to remember your purpose. Remember why you started out doing what you're doing. Because if you remember that, you will get that unction and that motivation, and you will rise up and you will keep it pushing, keep it moving. Some things don't happen like this. Ask me. 1,000 subscribers didn't happen overnight for me. But I had to remember to get up and remember my why every single time. There are a lot of things in my life that I had to remember my why. That is why I still stand. That's why I want you to keep on pushing so that you can still stand. Get on up and remember I sound like James Brown. Get on up and remember your why. Well, this is Lesley Suzette. All things beauty, all things fragrance, all things self-care. I have one goal in mind, everyone, and that is to inspire as many of you as I can to be your most best and most beautiful selves, both inside and out. Well, thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe. If you found value in today's content, please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like button. That's the thumbs up. That helps the algorithms greatly. And hey, don't forget to share this content with your family, friends, and loved ones. And what are you waiting on? Go ahead, hit that notification bell up there. That way you'll know when Lesley Suzette is out with some great content. Well, until next time, I won't be with you Thursday. I've got to go on a trip. But boy, when I get back from that trip, because it's an important one, I can't wait to share with you what I get from that trip. But you all, please keep coming. I'll see you next Sunday, same time, same station. Until next time, see you then. Bye.